Hey Virgo, how are you? I'm going to do a reading for you. It's for the current energies, so take what works, leave what doesn't. We all know who we are in the story. So I appreciate you all being a part of my channel, and if you appreciate me, hit that like button right there, boink. It's such a simple act. It really goes a long distance to help me out my channel, so I appreciate that. All right, let's take a look and see what's going on with all of my Virgos. I want to do one more shuffle. Let's see what's going on. Are you ready? Just for the next 7 to 10 days. Grateful, thankful for these messages. First card out is the Hierophant reversed to the Five of Swords. So let's see. I feel like, Virgo, there's this sense of, I want my freedom back. I'll do anything to have my freedom back. I'll do anything to be able to do what I can do my own way. All right, it's funny. I have a card down here. I want to show you. Some of you Virgos have been dealing with a lot of anxiety. A lot of anxiety. All right, Hierophant reverse. Let's talk about it. This is your overall energy. It is, about really kind of moving to your own beat, doing your own thing. You don't want to conform. You don't want to do what everybody else does. Very Virgo energy, I have to say, because it's hard to tell a Virgo to do something. And I feel as if with this Five of Swords crossing you, it's just like, you're going to do what you want to do, regardless of what anybody says. All right. So I feel as if, there is this, I want to say rebelliousness, but it's more defiant energy of like, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. All right. In your recent past, I do see that we have, maybe there was some kind of a gathering that you went to, and things kind of came to light. Maybe you really saw your person in another light, or maybe you met someone. Could be that. But I feel as if whatever it was, this celebration or this gathering that you went to, it was almost like it changed things for you. Either you were fed some information that really made you stop and think and give you a new perspective, or you actually met someone. Something happened at this gathering that almost gave you the green light to go ahead and do what it was that you have been waiting to do for quite a while. Because there's this energy of you wanting to end a relationship. All right, we've got this Two of Cups coming upside down. And with that Hierophant, I almost wonder whether or not you finally reached the point where, there's nothing left. There's nothing left between the two of you. And I think maybe while you were out and about and you met someone, you're like, wow, this is what it's like to feel something for someone. I mean, it's been so long since you really felt that instant chemistry that it made you realize that there probably really is nothing left between the two of you. All right, so I feel as if you're ready to, really wrap up a cycle here with this World card. Happily so. Because I think you have not been happy in this connection that you've been involved with for quite some time. And I say that because we have the Nine of Wands here. I think there's been a lot of battles between you and your person. And here again, we have this Ten of Swords. I think there's been a lot that's happened between you and your person that has reached the point that, the love is gone. Do you know what I'm saying? When all of a sudden there's just been so much that's come up, that's been hurtful, that's been disappointing. And here, you show yourself to be this Queen of Swords. I mean, you ended up being, turning a little cold. You know what I'm saying? Because you shut down when the kindness and the caring and the compassion all of a sudden was disappeared out of your relationship because something happened between the two of you. All right? It's like you fell out of love. When you fall out of love, I don't think you guys ever found your way back. And then, boom, all of a sudden, here we are. What do? You've been so miserable, and then something shows up, and you feel really good, and it's almost like you want to feel that happy again. You want to feel yourself again. You want to be able to do what you do. You want to move to the beat of your own drum. You want this relationship to end. So some of you are really contemplating an end of a relationship, and one that you haven't been happy in, I think, for quite a while now. How to do that is the bigger question, right? So I feel as if, your intuition because this is your final outcome, the High Priestess reversed, is really, you know, showing you things. And maybe, you know, meeting someone and enjoying their company and having such a good time, just being out and about, dancing, laughing it up, not being serious about life. That's almost like your intuition saying, remember this? And maybe you're having some dreams or you're running into people. I just feel as if, you know, you are starting to melt some of this ice that you have built up around you as a result of a bad relationship you were in. So I like that things are starting to melt. And I think, you know, you are ready. I think you're open and ready to making some changes and realizing that life is short and you really want to end a cycle and you want to have a good time. You want to find yourself again, Virgo. And I feel like you've been lost for a little while. So now with this ending, and I feel like, you know, this ending with your person, because it's the Ten of Swords, it's not going to be easy. I think there's going to be ugly words as we walk out the door. I think there's going to be backstabbing as we walk out the door. But at some point, there has to be that break and that cut. And it's like a caged animal, you know, and I feel like you feel like a caged animal. And the more you were backed up into a corner, the more defensive you got. And the fighting started to happen. And now it's just like you just want your freedom. So this is really a reading all about freedom, Virgo. This is about you finding yourself again because you got lost in a relationship that held you back. And now your intuition is saying, can we find ourselves again? We've grown stone cold. We've gone bitter. And it's time to really, let's melt that ice that we've surrounded ourselves with as a form of protection, right? You know, the truth is you don't love this person anymore. And as hard as it is, it's been difficult. All right. That's a lot of energy here of you trying to make something work and, you know, always being guarded. So, yeah, I mean, this is not a happy reading for you, Virgo, but I think it's an empowering one because I feel as if it's about you finding you again. All right. And if you can find that again within a relationship, that's great. But, you know, I feel like you, Virgo, got really lost in your relationship. And as a result, there's been a lot of, you know, anger and bitterness because you cannot be someone else when you are with someone. You have to be your authentic self. And I think, you know, you kind of suppressed who you really were in, you know, in an effort, to make this relationship work, to keep the other person happy. But it was a sacrifice on your end. And I feel as if now you're starting to see that maybe it's really over and maybe it's time to just move on. All right. So I do see this cycle coming to a close, you know, because you can't continue to not have what you need. All right. And with this Ten of Pentacles, I mean, it could be that this whole relationship has depleted you of everything. Your time, your money, years. I mean, I just feel as if you lost a lot in this relationship and it's time for you to regain yourself and find yourself again, all right? So this week, let's focus on you, Virgo, all right? Let's focus on those things that give you the sense of freedom, that make you feel like you can do what and be who you are, that you can enjoy life again, that you can come and go freely. Because I really feel like freedom is really an important theme for you right now. And I think you're starting to realize how you've become, who you've become, and who you want to now be again, right? Because, you know, relationships, they do change us. Anyway, that's what I got for you, Virgo. That was rough. Right? Take what works, leave what doesn't. If it resonated, people, that's great. If it didn't, it wasn't for you, all right? Because these are specific. So as I said earlier, you know, take what works, leave what does not. Hit that like button, and I'll see you at another reading. Until then, bye now.